Good morning, students. In this video we are going to discuss grammar topic of chapter number 14, and the grammar topic is active and passive voice. Students, we already studied active and passive voice. We also studied how to transform active voice sentence into passive voice. Students, in our course book, in chapter number 14, in grammar topic, we are given two exercises. In one exercise, we have to identify whether the sentence it is in active or passive voice, and in second exercise, we have to transform active voice sentences into passive voice. Students, we know that active voice, in that subject does the action, whereas in passive voice subject receives the action. In active voice, in passive voice, object becomes the subject, and the subject it becomes the agent or object. Students, in our exercise we are given that we have to identify whether the sentence it is in active or passive voice. So there is a question in our mind, how to identify if the sentence is in active or in passive voice. Students, it is very easy to identify whether the sentence is in active or passive voice. Answer is, in passive voice sentence we always find to be forms and V3. It means when we find to be form and V3 in a sentence, that sentence it is in passive voice. That is why I have mentioned here, in passive voice we find to be forms and V3. V3 it means past participle form of the verb, third form of the verb. Students, we studied tenses. If you remember, we studied 12 tenses. 3 simple, 3 continuous, 3 perfect and 3 perfect continuous. Out of 12 tenses, 8 tenses we can transform into passive voice. Other 4 tenses we cannot. The tenses that we can transform in passive voice are simple present, simple past, simple future, present continuous, past continuous, present perfect tense, past perfect tense and future perfect tense. These 8 tenses we can transform into passive voice. The sentence having modal auxiliaries can, could, may, might, must, should, would, such sentences we can also transform in passive voice, that is modals. Students, when we transform active voice sentence into passive voice, we definitely use to be forms, and we have to remember that when we transform active voice sentence into passive voice, we use to be forms as per the tense of the sentence and the object whether it is singular or plural. So here I would like to explain you the to be forms, or I would like to inform you the to be forms of these 8 tenses that we use in passive voice. Simple present tense to be forms are am, is, are. Simple past tense to be forms was, were. Simple future tense to be form will be, shall be. In future tenses we use helping verbs will or shall. After that we have to add be. Present continuous tense we use to be forms am, is, are plus being. We know, students, in present continuous tense we use am is are helping verb and then verb with ing, but in passive voice we use am is are then being. In past continuous tense the to be forms was, were and then being. In the to be forms of present perfect tense have been, has been. Past perfect tense to be forms had been. Future perfect tense to be forms are will or shall have been. Will have been or shall have been. And when there are modal auxiliaries in the sentence, that time we use to be form be. So these are the to be forms that we use in passive voice sentence. In passive voice we always find to be forms and V3. So if we are given a sentence and we have to identify if it is in active or passive voice, we have to just check whether it has to be form and V3. If the sentence has to be form and V3, the sentence is in passive voice. I hope you have understood it. Thank you, students.